what's up? You're back here with Where the Keys At. My name's Eli. We've got some special guests in the building. So to my left, we've got
Kashif. We are many.
Yep. And then over on that side,
Leroy, L to the P, aka Alizé.
And your boy Tezza T, you know who it is.
feels good to be back in the building, man. Today, I really want to talk about like chasing things and chasing dreams and chasing the things that you know you can do. And that's why we got you on the podcast today, because I just want to fill everyone in a bit on Kashif. So Kashif, we all grown up together. We all went to the same school. But Kashif, as especially in recent years, started to enjoy some success in his field. So I want to talk to you a bit about that and like how you got there and how you feel about it, really. Give us a bit of a background.
I'm still getting there. And enjoying success, I ain't quite there yet, but I'm definitely enjoying being embraced and influencing and encouraging people as well, you know. We never really truly get there, do we? Because once we get there, you want more and more and more.
That's true.
So I'm not happy, I'm happier. But yeah, look, to be fair, for me, how I've got to where I am or what I'm doing now is just I thought of what I want for myself, yeah, and a lifestyle, yeah. And really, boy, I don't want to get up and go to work, go that way, and my daughter go that way, yeah, and not be able to live. So if I did, I would like to travel with my work, with purpose, and you know, have times to myself, not wake up and go straight to the chain gang. And unfortunately, it developed itself. You know, I came back from California. My dad wanted me to work as a prison guard, boy, in San Quentin. Yeah, and to this day he said I run away. No, but from this till this day he said I run away. But you know what? As time goes on, I kind of accept maybe I did. I was out there in Fresno studying, but I came in here for Christmas, and then I never came back to California. You know, I ended up doing a bachelor's degree in UCS, University of Suffolk.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to ask, because I didn't know, like education wise, like your background. I just thought. Just like majority of us, do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I went to college and stuff like that, but didn't come away with anything. Do you know what I mean? And I was always, especially after hearing your story now, thinking like, how the hell has he got into this, man? Like, what's his background? What's his education like? Because I know Chiefy, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, what? Yeah, and I'm like, what's the background, man? Like, I was so keen, man. When Eli asked me like to come on, I was like, boy, I got loads of questions to ask, man. I'm so like curious to see.
Life of crime, yeah. You've seen the paper recently,
yeah.
But I have done other things, you know. I left school, I went to key training, to the business administration, Baba. Then went forward into learning at Skills Council, which was government-funded place, as a secretary there. And then found my own job in Click & Co, which is financial investors and stocks and shares and stuff.
Okay,
so I had done things of vocation, you know what I mean, other than crime.
Is that your choice?
What, those things?
Because that vexed me a bit, you know, when I seen Kashif kind of life of crime into this, because there was one earlier, weren't there? Maybe a couple months back.
Yeah, there was.
I said, Lee, look at this. Why are they like this man's enjoying success on a level? Yeah, there's lots of levels, but why are they talking about that? Is that something you told them to do?
No, no. Although I understand what sells and what grabs people's ears, and so as she prompted and suggested, I said, all right, cool. To a degree, they always say it's crime. If it sells a story, cool. I'll go with that narrative and I'll change it. I'll tell you my story when I get there. But right now, press is press, and for those people that are in crime, it should help them see out of the fucking forest. You know?
Yeah. And I think your story and what's happening is going to be an inspiration to the youth or anyone who is involved in that kind of scene now. Do you know what I mean? Or you know, like, who knows people that are involved. I think hearing your story that there's more to it. You know what I mean? There's more to life, man. It's not the only way for riches and success. And do you know what I mean? Yeah,
but it's glamorized. Yeah, and this is what I figured out when I was in uni. Yeah, misconception of value. There's one film called Bamboozled.
Yes.
Check it out,
Spike Lee.
Yeah, man. I came out of there after watching that, and it's like I got a shot in the chest. I came out of uni, I was watching it. Bro, I dropped on my knees, I felt it in my chest, like, wow. They have been bullshitting us all along. And plus I studied it, so in the books that they give me now, it's telling you, bro, you got 5 images for you. We got the black buck, big black nigga. You got the magical nigga. You got the mulatto, the over-sexualized female.
Yeah.
And you got the yes master and the other niggas in there, yeah? Or representations of black folk. And they consistently publish that and keep pushing them images. Now you know that already, yeah? But it's psycho self-recognition in social society. You see yourself on TV, yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
So blaxploitation movies went on to give you the image that they want you to see yourself as.
Yeah.
Pimps, drug dealers and baba.
Yeah.
And that's and so that's how we adapt, and that's what we're taking on. This is a misconception of value, and this is man. So
Spike Lee's very big on that, and he with his production, trying to tell you the story. Do you know what I mean? A message kind of thing, using his like background and his power. Do you know what I mean?
you want to get that image across, because the thing is, what I realised as I came out of that watching Bamboozle, this tool they've been using, I'll pick up the same tool and shoot back with it, man. This is a powerful tool they're using. And just sound and image. And this is how the brain works. Vibration, frequency, image, colour, light, boom, boom. Yeah? And you're just sitting there and you're being entertained. I think a very important thing for people to realise, if they study etymology, the root of words, to understand the power behind it, entertainment. For something to tainment, for one, you have to be detained, contained, tame. Something to enter you, to be entertained. So you have to be. You can't watch football if you're running around doing other things. You have to be set for something to enter. You have to be detained, tamed for something to enter you.
Almost like sending you into like a trance.
That's 100% what it is.
Sucking you in.
It's channels. Channels.
What?
Who else channels? Seances and that channel shit. One of the projects I got going, I want to start developing, is on words and the power of words, and taking back that. And learning the English, understand like the English language, it's a cursed fucking language, Like the Indian man, the Native Americans just say pale face speak with forked tongue. It's deceptive, right? Now when you break down some of the English language, I'm sure you might feel like you wake. It's a wake, a funeral, in the morning, to undertake your earnings. Your weekdays, your weekend. And so when you look at it, you're constantly telling yourself this, and every cell in your body is telling yourself this, and you don't quite understand. Even that word understand, it means you stand under somebody else's command. And so understanding or understanding words and what it is, and be careful what you're putting out, because that's what's coming out. You're putting it out constantly to yourself. You don't realise.
So I wanted to jump backwards, because we need to establish that you're now working in acting, in performing. And I'm thinking about us two in school, and drama.
I want to be an actor badly, man. That was my career. I always
don't stop. No,
Where's this my guy, man? I always want to be an actor, man. That's when I was growing up. Where's this life? He's my guy, man. And when I used to watch his movies, I was like, the only career I could think of when I was at school was just to be an actor, man.
But in drama, you weren't putting effort in acting like that. We was messing about.
Yeah, we was.
We weren't trying to. I don't think we saw that as I didn't see it as a realistic.
Maybe you thought that was messing around, but that was you being good. They were trying to tame you.
So prior to all this, I was thinking to myself, do you know when you have a certain part in a movie, like Jason Statham, he's always
Jason
up
Statham.
People, do you know what I mean? Like never gets beat up and stuff like that. I thought to myself, I was trying to think, what kind of actor would I be, man? And I couldn't think of nothing, and then I was thinking, I wonder what kind of actor Eli would be, and I'd be like, definitely, he'd be like one of them computer hackers, wouldn't he? Like sitting there, and they're like, Eli, we need to get in this building, and Eli just sitting there eating his biscuits, like, hold on, man, hold on, just tapping a few keys. Right, you're in, go. Like this, and I just and then I thought about T-Roy, like, what kind of actor would T-Roy be, man? You know, you have them old gangsters, but they always have a henchman next to them. And T-Roy would just be there in the background, man, and he'd be like, send him in. Like T-Roy's like, Rastafari. Just going to box everyone up or something, man. Yeah, funny.
I can see that. But are they roles you want to avoid? You're black, you're big, and you know they're going to typecast you. And it looks like this new film or the film you just won the award for, you're not that role. And I couldn't find a trailer, but I can tell from the cover that.
Yeah, I was
there's a bit of a
struggling
soul
to
in that
find a
character.
trailer or anything at the minute. Is it not released at the moment? Or
No, listen, no, man. There's a process with these things, and so where it is now is deliberation of like distribution.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now it's just showcast for the film world.
Yeah.
Say it like that, yeah.
So you're the part you or the award you've got is best comer. Is that right? Am I right?
Yes, best new actor.
Yeah, wicked.
Yeah,
Man.
35th Girona Film Festival.
Proud,
Yeah,
brother.
Thank you.
That's
man.
big. That's big.
Yeah, he's
Chiefy from Ipswich, boy.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
international award-winning actor. Though,
Exactly. You know what I mean?
That's where the money there.
Yeah.
That's where the money there. Can I trade this trophy for somebody?
Yeah.
But that must, but like I said, for like that must be a proud moment for you, your family, but also to know that you can't. It's opened up some doors for you, man. In a sense, like I said, I mean, you know, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but you have a daughter now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So congratulations to that.
Thank you,
Obviously,
man.
I've known that.
How old's your daughter?
She's 1 and 2 months.
Wicked, man.
Yeah, so
Wicked.
it's like things have come at the right time, like or come at a good time, it seems, and I think this. Well, I hope this opportunity that you've got can now kind of excel you into a different zone, man. Do you know what I mean? And you can really start getting some recognition and building a foundation, a career out of this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%, man. Like, I'm grateful in that way, but it's early days still.
Part of the journey still.
Yeah.
But you know what all three of you have got in common, and where I really wanted to have you three on, is you're all, let's call it an advanced age, yeah? Starting like your second wind.
Yes.
And when you're starting your new career training, you're retraining yourself, you're starting your second wind, and you're in your 30s and 40s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when we were 17, 16, and if you would have said to T-Roy, Leroy, Kashif, that, like in your mid-30s, you're going to actually find who you are, you'd be like, damn, like, what?
Yeah.
Why aren't I doing that now? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what's happened in life, do you think? And
Well,
how do I get there? Because I need to get there too.
Yeah, listen, I feel, for me, I mean, I ain't got the fucking answers, man. I can say so, I can give you my opinion on it. I feel, you know, they tell you that if I knew what I knew, now, then.
Yeah.
But that's it, this is it.
Yeah.
So you've built that now.
Yeah.
You've come through all of that understanding. You've learnt these certain things. You've got them tools now.
Yeah, through life skills, a lot of that is, isn't it? Making mistakes, errors.
You have to.
Like,
And so you just saying that now, like, you already know what you need now. You've got it. You can look back in this past, this book of history that you've got here, and figure out some shit. And if not, sit there. I mean, it sounds airy-fairy, but meditate on stuff, man. You see what pops up to the surface.
yeah,
you know?
same, man.
You
Meditate, manifest, like those things are.
This is how I got here, brother. I'll be honest with you. Yeah? This is how I got here, brother. You don't tell how I do it. I sleep.
Yeah.
And there's like 15 minutes before you drop dead sleep and 15 minutes you wake up. Maybe you get 5 minutes. Depends what household you're in, yeah? There you get this air of like your reality hasn't jumped onto you yet.
Yeah.
And so you can imagine these things, man. That's why you get into a state of meditation stuff. You need to imagine and attack.
Visualize it, yeah.
Well, I just slept there and just thought, you know, when I used to get angry or vexed or things don't go your way, you just lay there and think, okay, how it's gonna go? But I had to go sleep.
Yeah.
Because it's time of that, the world's gonna be trouble, bro. Yeah, or like I'm gonna do some dumb shit, so I need to sleep it off.
Yeah.
But while I'm in that state, it gets to a point where I just feel and think about it, think about what it is, what was, and what was.
Yeah.
And somehow these opportunities are popping up. A lot of people don't realise. They don't see it right there.
Yeah, it's like the universe giving you chances and
Giving it to you,
opportunities.
but you can't see it because you're still, your mind is still wired to a reality.
Yeah.
And so I know it sounds a bit far out, but really, I just put my trousers on and make the step, and if the opportunity comes, I'm jumping on it.
Yeah.
You guys have you've done that, innit? And I'm not sure too much, but you've probably done it
It's
too.
risk takers, man.
risk-taking.
Like when you take risks, man, and that. I mean,
No risk, no fish.
T-Roy knows, man. Like retraining it. Like I'm not gonna say my age, but it's like
advanced
near
age, we'll call
around
it.
40.
Yeah. And then,
Retraining is the hardest thing, man. Especially like when you've not really been in education for like 20 years, and like it's cool, man. Yeah. Like retraining, not being in education for like 20 years, and trying to learn a whole new skill, and especially with like youngsters and stuff as well, man. It's frustrating, and you look at the education system, and you're just like,
Oh, mate.
what are they teaching us, man? Like I ain't been doing none of this stuff for the last like 20 odd years, and I'm still considered myself to be doing all right. You know, I've got family, got kids, got a home. Do you know what I mean? So, and they're teaching the kids this bullshit, man.
Rubbish.
Like,
It's
and
rubbish.
it's frustrating, man. It's like really frustrating.
And that's it is a big risk, man. Like I had to, for me to get to where I got, where I'm getting to or going to, I had to have faith, man. I had to have some serious faith. Like, you know, there's been times in your life where you've been high up there, flossing, good, ain't gonna worry about that stuff. And there's times out there where you're eating beans out of a can. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Same week.
and you're struggling. Do you know what I mean? And I had to have faith. Like I think lockdown helped a little bit because I've always been in this hum and har and what I want to do. Do I want to do this? Do I want to take a risk? Do I want to do that? But when you got a family, when you got bills to pay, you got things. You're just like, can I take this risk? And
You overanalyze, don't you?
oh,
man?
so
And this
much,
is it.
so much. But you know what? I said, you know what? If I went down to £4.35 to restudy.
Oh, what? Okay.
This is like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
3 years ago, like £4 an hour.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? And you're trying to raise 5 kids,
Yeah. Damn.
have a yard, and try to live
Yeah.
on that. It is near on impossible.
Yeah.
Like, but I made it work. And the universe gave me an opportunity to make that work. And I think now I can sort of now start seeing over that horizon and thinking, do you know what? Things are now starting to come together. All that risk taking you took may become beneficial. And also, I want to be my own man. I want to be independent. I didn't want to be working for a
wanted to be your
corporation,
own
work for a
boss.
company,
Yeah,
be my
you don't-
own
yeah,
boss. I
yeah.
wanted to be able to, if I wanted to take a week off, 2 weeks off, and I want to do
man.
this and I want to go travel in the world and stuff, because I said it to these boys laughing when I say it, man. I want to retire about 50 years old. 55. I want to be retired by then. Like, whether I've got a business or businesses or whatever, and you know, I can live sustainably with those businesses. I want to be traveling the world and go to different countries and see different cultures and finding my roots and that and all that kind of stuff. I want to be doing that because that is what I want to do. And that is my aim. Do you know what I mean? And
That's a kudos to you.
I know it's gonna happen.
It's
Yeah,
happening.
it's happening.
It's
It's
happening.
happening. Look, everyone, people can say, yeah, okay, cool, it's happening.
happening.
And the people who doubt you, the people who will stick with what they're doing for the rest of their life and not achieve
They're also
their
pushing
goals.
you.
They push.
They're pushing you.
Yeah, man, but it's all good.
I'll
It's
take
all
my
good.
half because you're not doing no different to myself.
Yeah.
It's not doing no fucking different to
Yeah.
yourself. And the thing is, as well, so you're taking that risk, the logic behind it. And you know what? You had to be insane to take that risk.
Of course, of course.
You had to be insane because it don't make logic.
Nah,
yeah?
don't make logical sense.
This don't make pennies. If it don't make dollars, then it don't make sense.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to make sense to make dollars, and you have to do it your way. And you have to take that risk. And I think God on that ugly, God on that weak.
Yep.
And so that's what you have to go for. What it is.
You have to go for it.
And you will see it. It will come for you. It will manifest, and just look what is there.
Yeah.
You can't just take a risk if there's nothing about you. You got to have something. You
I don't know,
got
but
like,
I don't know.
No, you do. Like you have to be able to communicate. You have to be able to be a personable person and be able to get that across. All three of you can do that.
Yeah, I
Like,
think-
you're not making any progress unless you can network and people can trust you and rely on you. And the same with you guys.
Yeah, I think you know where my listen, yeah. When I look back now, yeah, and I see, and as you were saying, people want to be actors and stuff. As I look back now, I say, I used to do that in the mirror, you know. I used to make up stories like my sister did or someone ball out. And I've been doing this for a long time. I've been wanting to do this, but there's a gap where you didn't realize. You should put your energy towards what you've. You should put what you have. Yeah, and well, not have shit. I barely speak overly well to these certain constituencies, yeah, certain people in them, class of people, and being black and that, you know, it's another thing, because you know, me growing up, you have to be 3 characters, brother. Yeah, one to your mum, your parents, one to your brethren, and one to the school and the rest of them. Yeah? And so. It's being accepted. I think it's a certain amount. Anyway, I was out there amongst the folks, and I just give them what I can, making teas and da. As time developed, my mum was just saying, let's come to Barcelona. So what I got to do? She said, no, nothing. I'll pay your flights and hotels. Just be there. We like your energy.
How mad is that, man?
You hear that? We like your energy.
One little thing can open up like doors to other opportunities.
Yeah, and it's just, he said, I just like your energy.
Yeah.
We the magical Negro.
What?
The magical Negro.
Of course, a man called you Negro.
No.
And you went.
You gonna pay me? I've been called nigga plenty of times. I ain't worried about it. But yeah, that's how it.
So what happened when you went to Barca then?
So I went to Barcelona and we was filming The Conversation. It's got a great cast in there, man. Yeah. And we went there to film and I was running, but there was an opportunity come up, man. And Adam goes like, "Have you read the script?" I'm like, "What?" It's like, listen, boom. I had like a couple line. Went to wardrobe and makeup. Come back. I rocked it, yeah. Apparently so. Duran, he's here. That was my line.
Really?
Duran, he's here.
Can you put on that voice as well?
Yeah, Duran, he's here. Anyway, nigga eyes anyway. And then boom, this was Corey Johnson. Corey Johnson's done like Born Supremacy, Semi Private Ryan, Morbius, and all of these films. And anyway, he said, "You crushed it. One take, Shifty, bro. I'll tell you, one take, yeah. Crushed it." I said, "Yeah." He said, "Let's do it again." And he's like, "Dude," so from then, Adam and them was like, "Man, you gotta get into acting. You know what I mean? You should try." And so over time, he had kind of prompted. But these last couple of years, I kind of took myself seriously, put myself in like spotlight, and applied for adverts. And
can you remember the last time I bumped into you?
It seems not long ago.
It was in the gym. Yeah, we was in the gym having quite a deep conversation, and I remember leaving you then, thinking to myself, I was almost like Chief is a smart guy, man. Like, I love the way you speak. I think you're very intellectual.
Thank you.
I think you obviously clearly got a lot of life skills. Do you know what I mean? And you was talking about like your dad and talking about like how you went back to America to revisit your dad and stuff like that. We talked about quite a few things. And I remember you when I left the gym, I thought, man, what I felt like what a waste of talent, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I feel like he's got such a creative side to him, and he needs to do something other than your background now. Do you know what I mean? But I didn't know all this was going on behind the scenes. I mean, that's why I was really surprised. I was like, wicked, man. Yes, like, just so.
What?
But no, certainly not in a bad, because Chiefy, I've known you for a long time, man. Always have time for you when we stop. We always speak to each other. Do you know what I mean? Whether it be out, whether it be in the street or whatever. But I felt like there was always more to you, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, and just watching you do whatever you're doing, I just thought, man, he can do so much. There's certain people in there that you know, they're talented, they're creative. Do you know what I mean? You don't know in what way or you know what they're going to be involved in, but you just know that they need to be doing more.
I'll tell
than
you
what they're doing.
what Leroy's saying, I'll echo that as well. And I'll tell you the day, day and the time when you was the real G. For me with that, we'll talk about something else. But I'll tell you when I realised that you were powerful, walk the plank. Oh,
you can take a petite, it's always tough there.
Man, you know,
and a lot of man them will remember this, when they was to stand in that line, and you had to try and walk through the plank, brother, and you're getting beat up and taking licks and that, nobody, unless you was a dada, can walk through licks from me, Ty, Tess, all the Leon Marshall,
God bless
everyone there, all the people there, and Chief was the first person to walk through.
Yeah.
And man was younger than everybody.
I'll be the last one there still. Bro, you know the walls. This is before I left my house. Oh man, you giving me breakfast. This is before I left my house. You know what my house was like? High octane, bro. She was serious. She gave me.
And that's what I'm saying. That not giving up is why you are reaping the rewards now. Because that mentality, some people in life give up. And I don't mean give up in the sense of, because I don't mean give up with like,
well, they try something else, and it's like, do you know what?
Or
they get catch quick and just give up.
Or people just play it safe. Like, and I think
that's me.
Well, you know, I was going to say that. I was going to say that's you, Eli. That's you, and I think
there's nothing wrong with that, man.
No, there is nothing wrong with that. But
I wanted to go back to what Leroy was saying about how he lost faith, or he looked at Kashif and said, almost like you've wasted your talent, or you've wasted your charisma. And I don't think that's unique to Kashif. I think a lot of young black men and women, because I see them at college, are talented,
super,
and get doused.
But they get doubted so many times that they give up on that talent.
I think this town,
there's other dominant races that are talented, and people see them and go, I'm going to give you a chance because I think there's a chance. And so that happens to a lot of us. And that we don't all have that mental strength to fight through that.
No, we don't.
Right.
Who bad enough?
It's easy to get knocked back, man. And I'll hold my hands up for that, man. Like I've been knocked back and stuff, and it gets you down, man. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Big time.
The weakest battle is inside, brother.
Yeah.
Yep. The wars I fight inside, I'm sorry. I beg for someone to finish it for me. I swear to God, man, I used to be very suicidal. And not in no sad way. I'm done. Take me. You know, or if I can sacrifice myself for the rest, let's do it. No greater love than he who loved his life for a friend. Let's do that. I got a family, bro. Let's go. And I'm still that same mentality. I'll spread them, bro. I'll spread them cheeks because I got a family behind me. If I got to go, cool. There's no shame for me. It's game for them. One of us.
Do you think
easy option? Isn't it?
Easy option. And I just for me, I just feel like if you're fearless in life, and I don't mean just fearless like where
reckless.
I just feel like if you just don't worry about shit, then what do you have to lose? Like I've got to the point where I'm a business. You know what I'm saying? I'm a business.
And this is where we disagree. This is where I part from that word. I ain't that.
I used to make money out there. But bro, for so many times I've had to sit on my hands and think, bro, all I'm doing is perpetuating the same living. I can't see my family because I don't like myself and what I'm doing. I don't respect it. And so I thought, you know, drugs, people don't sell drugs sell them down self. You got a point of convenience, Nobody love you. They love what you can do for them. And so I sat down so many times and these other people have looked at me, well, you gotta work, laugh. I said, you know what? I got to figure shit out for myself. And trust me, that as a self, there's so much going on outside before, that you take in and outside before you even deal with yourself. And so people are looking at you a certain way and that reflects to you and you think, okay, ain't shit. Or you don't see anybody else doing that. And or you doubt on yourself and you don't know, you try to know, you want to know, but it's not the way. You know, and then also there's this whole system, the way things are set up and the education system and everything's set up. So you are institutionalized mentally and stuff and you're capped completely from ages, from young. But one thing I've always been a bit wild in my imagination, and I see certain people leave school, listen, I envied like Eli's and people's lives because they were set, they were stable. Set and stable, bro. And things ain't always set and stable for myself even now. And so yeah, man. Things that always set and stable even now. But with that, is a malleable, like an undefined future. You know.
Do you think that's something that directors and not agents, I guess, and casting agents see in you? Because there's a subtlety to acting, right? It's very subtle. And you got these experiences and your kind of reactions, you can adapt to situations. I remember when you used to cry. Do you remember that? Kashif used to have watery eyes. When I was younger. And it's like, because your those emotions are in you.
Still fucking tear me up, bro. This is it, man. This is the existence in which we're blessed to have and have the privilege of time, passage of time to experience, Now this existence don't business. There's levels to answer that question. And some people, look, see more value in you than you do yourself. And that helps. And, you know, that helps. I want to say this also, that it's our time for black people to be on screen anyway, For reasons. I'll tell you for reasons. One is because they need to represent the people that they're trying to deceive or fool or carry through, or who they want their money from. And so ride that. And two, also, look, man, the people that has had an effect in my life and pulled me up, most of them are white. I was in school because Miss Banfield, man, she took my sister to holiday. Come on, Miss Banfield, Mr. Conway. My bare teachers used to rate me and my. And said, "Your mum is something. You're a credit to your mother. You're blah 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 to your mum." And they used to look at us over any of these white people in school because they say, "Boy, look at him with his button-up duffel jacket." Like, bro, I didn't have Nike. I would duffel jacket with brass buttons in it. But I knew my mum knew something better, and the elders would know that. But when I'm on the playground, you get me. So you used to get this, bullying or whatever. But these white people pulled me through, and then that really inspired me, brother. Give me some faith in humanity, and I thought it's not black and white thing.
They did, man.
It's a knowledge thing. It's an ignorance thing, But my teacher, Mr. Conway, offered us, give me the address.
Come on, bad boy.
Come on, Mr. Conway, brother.
What did he give you?
He gave us the address, bro. Letters, Christmas time, bro. Come to Ireland, see my family.
Really?
Look, I'll tell you something else. The guy.
Take a walk.
Take a walk. If you talk, you walk. To Mr. Chapman's office.
Bad boy.
He used to sing old Danny Boy. With his blue tack in his hand, the blue tack he was, man. Blue tack in his polos, and his green jacket.
Yes.
But that same kind of energy is being prolonged within. I was in where was I last year? Ferrara, film festival.
Where's that then? I don't know where.
Ferrara, Italy.
Italy. I ain't cultured enough in it.
There's there's an Irish guy. He's the director of Get Rich or Die Trying. Yeah. Now we turn up at a place now. Yeah, private Italian place where they're making like octopus black powder butter and stuff, all fancy stuff. Yeah. But he catch my face and he come over, and so I did a little research. Okay, so I don't look at this one. And he's sitting down there now. His whole focus is here. Yeah, you're black guys, and I had 50 Cent doing this, and I had this man doing this, and Asher D was because this one. So his focus was on me, and he even said, "Look, man, here's my email address. Come see my family." Blah blah blah. Yeah. So what I'm saying is like, when it comes down to a race thing, to me, I got to cut it like this. It's not always a race thing, and if you see it that way, you're gonna live in that way. Yeah. You're going to project it in your reality, even if that is what it is, maybe, for them. Yeah. It's an ignorance and an intelligence thing. Right now, they don't know nothing. And a lot of the ones that are interested don't know nothing, but they come open-hearted. Which is beautiful when you see it. When you see humans, people come here, but they're willing to learn it. And for me, I don't care, you can call me nigger to my face, but if you're willing to listen and learn and find out later, I love you more than than the next person beside that accept that black shit, because I see the change in yourself. That's a fucking human quality. It's lovely. So I'm grateful, bruv. Like my auntie and uncle in this film business, what? They're white, bruv. What do you mean? But I don't see no different. And so I do understand there's a level of ignorance, and believe me, it goes worse than even race. That's what you're wearing and what you're doing. Blah, blah, blah. People are limited, isn't it? So look, love them. And
I do feel like on the acting and the film side of things, the whole narrative is changing loads, because there's so many like black actors, actresses coming through, directors. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's blessing.
It's almost to a point where it's almost embarrassing, bro, because they're choosing the best director for their ticking boxes. But it's a privilege. I'm gonna ride it.
Yeah, it's the same thing
as
a
privilege that they had before. I'll ride it. Pay me. But it's nice to see, but you also have to be wary.
Wary of what?
It's the way. Yeah, because you see yourself up on there when you're dancing and acting a fool, and then you got 50 other niggas behind you dancing and acting a fool because they see him. I see rappers up there selling gold and the image, and then you see other niggas on the streets, and that's why most of these kids out here now, you see black people with money, and an image, but they're using them puppets for something else, to
there's always an ulterior
same as black exploitation, or maybe it's not deliberate, but the results thereof, and so that's why I'm quite grateful for this role that I've been given.
But then you're part of the system that's kind of supporting that. I mean, you're talking about young people with knives and whatnot on the streets. You're part of the industry now, the machine that supports that and actually is responsible for that to a degree. Yeah.
So that's why I'm careful how my image is out and what I'm projecting to them. So this role really works on my ethos. It really works on what I believe in. But yeah, you play a part to a certain degree, yeah. What I've learned is I've got to work my way up the ladder to be able to gain the audience, gain the money. Because right now I just have, I don't have the equipment and all the contacts. But I have the image. And that's why I'll sell my image. I'll sell my image right now. I get the money, get an audience on the way up, and learn the trade. And get contacts and networks, and then figure out how I want to tell my story and what the intent and the purposes of my story is. And I'm aware of my actions, bro. I'm making things look cool. I'm doing these things, and other kids are following it, and they do it a whole different way than we do now. They're reckless and scrupulous. They want to be known for these things. And we're about hiding in the shadows. And we know what we were doing was wrong, and we want to do better. But I think these kids now, they have no other role model, and they think this is right. This is their lifestyle. I'm hearing it from around me, like, bro, you mad? Like, I won't let this take credit for my success. Drugs won't take credit for my success.
That's good. I'm glad, because that's the only thing that had me concerned. I was kind of like, is Kashif standing by this message? Because and I understand from where you're coming from, and you said earlier, I understand they've got to sell a story. But actually, I think the rest of your story is a lot more interesting.
100%, but I've got to get there to tell it. And so I need people to look at my direction, the audience. And so whatever it is, bad press is press. Give me the attention, I can just steer it later. Do you know what I mean? But if you don't stand out, then...
I think once you and people spend time with you, they'll realise that it goes a lot deeper. There's a lot more to you, do you know what I mean, than whatever you're being tarnished with. Do you know what I mean? Like, people that spending a bit of time with you will realise.
We have to realise that within ourselves, man, because there's many facets to myself. There's many facets to people, and I don't think it's so much finding yourself, but losing yourself and finding other. There's so many. Look, life is short. There's so many other things you can be. There's so many other experiences. Yeah.
You know what you were saying is you were all saying is, or Leroy I think said, like black British actors or black actors, it's their season.
Our season. Yeah.
I think there's a whole British movement happening as well.
Yeah.
Like in terms of our movies, whether it's black or white or whatnot, that Americans are starting to see us. It happened with music as well 10 years ago, where we was all trying to be like Americans, and then all of a sudden they were like, "Yo, well, look what you're doing."
Yeah, let's embrace our own thing, kind of thing.
Yeah,
And,
that's all coming together.
yeah.
I feel privileged to be in this arena at this time. Within yourself, you just have to believe and convince within yourself, brother. You know. And take those risks, and you don't have to know. You don't have to know how. Believe, you know what I mean? Just really believe.
The opportunities will come.
But you create them opportunities.
Yeah, by putting that energy in, kind of thing.
We're putting that energy in, but fear crushes creativity.
Yes.
Yeah. I read a book. It's called. Check out a book. It's called 4 Agreements.
I was going to say to you, do you read a lot? Because I can tell by when you're explaining things.
Yeah, honestly, no. I think I know it all once I read a couple of chapters. Yeah. That's true.
What's it called?
The 4 Agreements.
Yeah.
And one of the agreements is be impeccable with your word. And also what you accept. When people tell you, oh, you can't sing, and then for the rest of your life you think you can't sing because you've told and you accept that.
Yeah.
You can't accept it. So where somewhere along the line you might have told yourself, or someone else might have said, "What are you doing? What's this music? Like, how far is it going to take you?" You know what I mean? And then start crushing your shit, man. And so you got to unwire that. Okay, I'm an actor, but I don't have to be up there. I can still find the love of what I'm doing, and still appreciate what I'm doing. I don't have to be seen.
Yeah.
What's that to do with anything? You know what I mean?
Because like for years, I don't know about you boys, but there's like times where I felt so disconnected. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I'm just like, what's my purpose? Do you know what I mean? What's
I hear that for sure.
And then I get together like with you the other day when we done that. When in town again, no plan, nothing, and I'm doing this thing with you.
Beautiful what I saw in the video.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
you did well at that. It was lovely.
I love this, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, there weren't really any nerves or nothing like that, and I'm just like, this. I feel like me. I said it to you, didn't I, Eli? I said I feel like the old me back in the day when we was in the basement. Do you know what I mean? Writing tracks for Alliance and stuff like that. I miss that. Like,
cost you nothing, did it?
Didn't cost nothing at all.
Cost you nothing, did it?
Little bit of goose pimples because it was cold as hell. That's it.
But I think it also, for me, my thing that spurs me, it always goes back to the people that you're around.
Yeah.
And that kind of inspire you. Do you know what I mean? We was together. T.O. weren't rapping. One tune, maybe 2 tunes. But he was there. Do you know what I mean?
All being together.
Marlon weren't rapping, but he was there. Like, we were there.
You just know, like, you could just be in a room with people, and you don't need to say nothing, but the energy's right. If the energy's wrong, the situation is wrong.
But
energy is so much, and I think people forget about that, man.
And you do things that impress you.
Yeah.
You bust out freestyle lyrics. What?
Yeah.
Because it's an energy thing. Look,
Yeah.
I think they say it in the Bible something like, where there is 2 of you or more, I am there. You know, God's like the third person. Like, you create, that's the third person there in the room. And so you come in there with one intent. Yeah, bro, you are unstoppable. We are unstoppable in what we want to do. Don't cap yourself, and don't be afraid to embarrass yourself, bro. Like, so what? That's my chest, bro. I'll fall over and bust my head. So what?
That's going back to the whole walk the plank thing, man. Forget about that fear, man. Just walk that plank. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you know what? I think back then, you might have been ahead of me when you said like that. But when I was that in, I just more fearless, I guess. Because, like I said, the household owes me. Well, you like giving me that? My head's not there when you're beating me, you know? Bro, I ain't giving you that pleasure.
Yeah,
you can do have to give a kill me, bro. You're gonna have to start feeling like you're crushing my head. I don't dismiss the impulses of who I am. Like I said, you ain't gotta like yourself, but you gotta learn to love yourself. You know what I mean? You're here, you're experiencing, and bro, that's it, bro. You know, you're here, you're experiencing this existence, and so like like anybody else, you know, you're prone to do rights and wrongs and make mistakes or whatever.
None of us are perfect.
And what actually
Chief,
don't define who you are, whether the action is positive or negative. That doesn't
how
define
you
the
go
person
about
you
it.
are. That's how you go about it, man.
Yeah, that's how you go
do know what
about
I
it.
mean?
I think that's a good way, a good place to end the podcast there. Yeah, it's a nice message to finish on. However, there is something before the end. So we've got our Where the Keys At party, old school party,
yes.
part 2 coming up, 2nd of December. And since you're here, and Leroy, you're on today as well.
Yes.
I want to have a quick debate. I know it's got to be quick. We can't be chatting about this for a long time.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
listen,
say that.
top 2 artists of all time that you want to hear at the old school party. I know one of yours already. Yeah?
I want to say that.
Track. Are you talking about tracks, yeah?
Yeah, it could be an artist, it could be a rapper, it could be a producer, anything. But you can go first because you're the guest. And I already know one of them already.
Eli, tell him.
Tupac.
And that's what me and his brother get on so well. Because that's the
It
goat.
was Tupac as a
That's
kid.
the goat. That's
listen.
the goat. That's the goat, brother.
Tupac and,
Fuck Biggie.
I'm joking.
last one, just
I've got some Tupac in my playlist, man.
mate. I was banging up before. Well,
But I've got a lot more Biggie.
sometimes I have to just have a part because it just takes you straight back. But that him, Tupac, and Immortal Technique.
Immortal Technique, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to hear him at the party because she could get dark.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course.
But top artist.
But lyrical and storytelling and
Yeah, man,
even
Immortal
beat selection
Technique,
for
man.
you.
Yeah,
Immortal
yeah.
Technique.
Immortal Technique's alright.
All right, cool.
Me, you know where I'm at, man. I'm the neo soul. Like, I love Common. I love his stories. I love the way he delivers his raps, his rhymes.
Yeah.
And a female, Erykah Badu, man.
Oi.
I
Yeah.
played some Erykah last time, and I could see the girls feeling that. Do you know
Because
what
they
I
ain't
mean?
hearing that.
So,
Like, when are you going out and hearing Erica? being
Never.
played?
Do you know what I mean?
Not even at like old events you don't hear Erica, so yeah, that's not.
So yeah, that's me. Comment.
You can't say something has been said.
I can't say what can be said, but you know who I'd say first. I don't know. Do you know what? I've been sitting there and I've been listening to a lot, and I just watching some old videos on that. And I think I like a lot of the girls. I think I want to see a lot of the girls dancing up and the guys dancing with girls. I want to see some of this house party shit.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? So I'm gonna say I want to hear a bit of Jagged Edge.
Okay. Yeah, all right, cool.
I want to see a bit of Jagged Edge up in there. And a tune I heard the other day, and I thought this tune needs to get played. A bit of Joe.
T-Roy, man.
Hold on, one more thing. Remember the last party?
I just had Joe, man. He killed me.
I just had this image of T-Roy. I think you was playing and you played Keith Sweat, yeah? For sure.
Yeah.
And T-Roy was on the stage, he had his glasses on. And I was just like, brother, I said, like, this is T-Roy's in his element, and he was just standing there just singing with his glasses on, just watching over everyone. And I was like,
Do you know the
big white
funniest thing
promoter,
is,
man. Like,
Layla said the exact same thing. Layla said, you played a tune and T had his glasses on the stage and he was doing this.
I was like,
that was the moment. I said,
living
that
the
must have an
dream,
impact
man.
on a lot of people.
But he personified that moment by what he's wearing.
That was the entire encapsulated vibe of the night in that one dance move there, that one rock. Okay, so of course you know where I'm at. But actually, if I'm talking a party and old school, like just like Immortal Technique, you wouldn't have it in a party.
No, that's so fair. Unfair.
I wouldn't
man.
have
I'll take that back.
have Jay-Z in a party. I love Jay-Z, but he ain't got them party records for me. He ain't really
You're
got.
right, man.
So of course I got my boy Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes has got all the
Eli.
hits for me.
I'm
When
playing
he played
some
that
Busta,
Dangerous
man.
video the other day,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun. So it's him and then Wookie, of course.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I'll be in that corner, man.
Yeah. All right.
But it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good people.
I'm
So if you ain't got
looking
your
forward to
tickets, man, grab your tickets now.
I'll be there as well.
Yeah,
they're flying
you
out.
gonna be signing autographs?
They're flying
Oh
out,
yeah,
man.
I'll have a desk out there signing autographs and books and scripts and all sorts. Bring your wallets.
That's where the keys at. We're out for another week. Safe to our guests today. Peace.
Thank you.
Peace.